Hello, and welcome to Lamp and Light Devotions 2/3/2024. Today's devotion is titled, A Heart Reaching Out to God. The scripture reference is 1 John 1:3-4. Indeed, our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ. And we are writing these things so that our joy may be complete. The goal of prayer is the ear of God, a goal that can only be reached by patient and continued and continuous waiting upon Him, pouring out our hearts to Him, and permitting Him to speak to us. Only by doing so can we expect to know Him. And as we come to know Him better, we shall spend more time in His presence and find presence a constant and ever increasing delight. Always does not mean that we are to neglect the ordinary duties of life. What it means is that the soul which has come into intimate contact with God in the silence of prayer chamber is never out of conscious touch with the Father, and that the heart is always going out to Him in loving communion, and that the moment the mind is released from the task on which is engaged, it returns naturally to God as the bird does to the nest. What a beautiful conception of prayer we get if we regard it in the light, if we view it as a constant fellowship, an unbroken audience with a king. Prayer then loses every vestige of dread which it may once have possessed. We regard it no longer as a duty which must be performed, but rather as a privilege which is to be enjoyed, a rare delight that is always revealing some new beauty. Thus, when we open our eyes in the morning, our thoughts instantly mounts heavenward. Too many Christians, the morning hours are the most precious portion of the day because they provide the opportunity for the hallowed fellowship that gives a keynote to the day's program. And what a better introduction can there be to never ceasing glory and wonder of a new day than to spend it alone with God? It is said that Mr. Moody, at a time when no place other was available, kept his morning watch in the coal shed, pouring out his heart to God and finding in his precious Bible a true feast of fat things. This devotion comes from E.M. Bounds in the writing In Purpose in Prayer.